In a few weeks' time, an amazing event will unfold, testing the limits of age, resilience, and the human spirit. Me now, I'm at the age of 51, and I plan to return to the boxing ring. Not just as a fighter, but as a symbol of steadfast dedication and proof that unthinkable can be made possible. This is more than simply a struggle. It represents a lifetime of overcoming hardship, learning from experiences, and the unwavering pursuit of personal perfection. That's correct. I'm going back to the ring at the age of 51. The last time when I was in the ring was at 2019, just before the COVID. And the only reason why I was go back into ring is because my son was very ill. He had an epilepsy, and I promised him that I will step into ring and fight alongside with him. That he's gonna help me become like a new Rocky Balboa while he will fight epilepsy. My son won over epilepsy with the help of the medicine, surgeries, and the good doctors. My experience as a warrior and intelligence operator has been anything but routine. Those who don't know, I spent 14 years in military. From these 14 years, 5 years consecutive in a war. Each punch thrown in the rings carries the weight of lessons I learned in the most difficult situations imaginable. I'll tell you what that it is. When you see somebody my age goes back into the ring, you're gonna be subject of being ridiculed, bullied, laughed at, judged. That's a minimum, least things I'm gonna experience. And everybody's an expert in boxing. Everybody's an expert in boxing, but nobody wanna step into ring. I need to disappoint most of the people in my life who told me not to do things. Almost the entire my life, they told me not to do it. I did it because I wanted to do my way, because I felt that's the way I should go. And as I say, I promised my son many years ago I'm gonna fight, and I did fight. Helped him, helped me. I'm a man who values the expertise of the mentors and teachers in achieving goals with the frequently meaningless advice on what those goals should be. You are responsible for your own goals, nobody else. You need to set up your own goals. My comeback to boxing in this Masters Amateur category was a deliberate decision, a message that age is only a number when it comes to achieving one's goal. For me, boxing is more than just a sport. It's a discipline that requires controlling one's ego, fighting inner demons, and tackling phobias square on. Because you know what? We all love to pose for the videos, for our pictures. But I know one thing: when you walk in that ring, you're fighting three enemies. You're fighting yourself, you're fighting your opponent, and you're fighting everybody around you. You try to, most of the fighters in life as well, they try to portray themselves as they are reaching that pinnacle of their success by making happy everybody around them, by their look, by their persona, how they behave, instead of this to concentrate on a task. That's the reason why I love boxing. This is why I'm stepping into the ring, because I want to prove that impossible, it is possible. That you are not dead before you are dead. That you can do things even I told you cannot do these things. As I say, I love to learn things. I love to learn things from people who can show me how to do it, not from people who tell me what to do it. Everybody knows how to say what to do it. Show me how. This fight, it's about demonstrating, not telling, how to win against the odds. This fight, it's my canvas. And every action in the ring will be stroke that conveys my message. That with drive, guidance, and courage, the impossible may become reality, but not necessarily in the way one expects. This event is more than just personal milestone. It's a beacon for everybody who has ever doubted their abilities because of the cultural restraints such as age. And I know that we all have these friends around us, family members, loved ones who tell us, don't do this, you're too old, don't do this because you're not good enough. This is what most of coaches, business coaches, life coaches will never gonna be able to teach you till the moment you don't decide that you can do it without anybody tells you why you should do it, what to do it, and why you must do it. You need to decide this on your own. It is a call to action for anyone who has put their aspirations on hold for practical reasons or the passage of time. Now, as you all prepare for this remarkable exhibition of daring and ability, let us all remember the substance of this message. It is never too late to achieve your ambitions, and the ultimate measure of victory is the fortitude to pursue them. I went in a war when I was at the age of 18. I didn't went in a war because I had nothing else to do. I was afraid. I wanted to be the warrior, and I became the one. I was surrounded with the average Joes who later become the alpha males. Not the alpha males into the average Joes. Average Joes, they've been afraid like me, but we build that fortitude to pursue our goals, to achieve our ambitions, to become the best of the best in the field. Same goes for my fight. This fight is more than a match. It's a story about life, about resilience, and the unbreakable human spirit. Now, I want you to remember this. The only true boundaries are those we impose on ourselves. And the only way you can test this is to do things you always wanted to do, but somehow, somebody, somewhere try to prevent and put a doubt in you. So thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting my podcast, Life the Battlefield. And I'll demonstrate you to this fight that impossible is possible.